A very beautiful afternoon to you, beautiful people of Africa. Welcome to the program Straight Talk, a program that is meant to treat heart issues. I mean, issues that happens to us that affects our heart. And this is coming to you live on your favorite station, Media House, Africa's premier online business lifestyle hybrid station, where you get the best of information, entertainment, and trending issues. Of course, I am your host on the program. TYA is my name, and today's edition promises to be very interesting. I have some people in the house with me, and we are just gonna rock the house this afternoon. Well, today's edition will be talking about insecurity in a relationship. I'm sure it is one aspect you can easily relate with, and you don't want to miss out of today's edition. Alright, before we go into the mix of things, let's just go for a short break and we will be right back. Alright, welcome back. If you're just joining us, of course, this is your favorite program. I'm talking about Straight Talk, a program designed for the heart, of course, heart issues. And I said today we'll be discussing something we can easily relate with, and I'm talking about insecurity in a relationship. And I have some beautiful people with me in the house today. In the house today, I have Dolapo.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. All right, and I also have with me Stella.
Hi, Africa.
Well, guys, it's nice to have you in the house this afternoon. And you know, you've heard this thing about insecurity in a relationship. One party not feeling so comfortable with the other. You know, being too, what I call it now, close monitoring of their other partner, knowing what he or she is doing per time, just to have that satisfaction. Well, what would you say, Dolapo, what would you say about insecurity? I mean, talking from a man's point of view.
Well, insecurity is just, to me, it's just lack of trust. Lack of trust, yes. Because when there's no trust in a relationship, insecurity sets in. And if you look at it, youth, not even only youth, even adults these days, trust is the major issue. If we trust each other, I think insecurity will be a past history.
Wow. So you just feel that trust is the major wow, behind insecurity. All right, Stella, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I have something to add to that. To me, insecurity has to do with inadequacy. When you feel you're inadequate, when you feel, okay, let me come to a relationship right now. When you feel the other person, your partner, is just too much for you, feel, am I not too low on this guy's level or too low on this girl's level? Insecurity sets in there. You feel like, no, this guy might be cheating on me, might try to compliment out there and the rest of them. And once that insecurity is there and you allow it to grow, you allow it to increase, you don't nip it at the tip, that moment it will escalate to something else, which is very, very bad.
All right, Dolapo, you're talking about trust, lack of trust. You're talking about inadequacy. Wow. Come on, but can anyone help it? Like, can people help it not having such challenge in a relationship, especially first timers?
Okay, insecurity, to me, everybody feels insecure at one time or the other.
So it is natural. It is bound to happen.
It is bound to happen. As long as you're a human, it is bound to happen. Whether in a relationship, in your day-to-day life, in the society, wherever you find yourself, it's bound to happen. But how you handle it matters. If you allow it to extend, that is where an issue comes out of it.
Okay. I don't know, Dolapo, what do you have to say? Is it something that can be helped, especially in a first-time relationship?
Sure. You know, these days people just look outside to find solutions to their problem. And talking about insecurity here, if like she has said, most of those things that cause insecurity is one of the things that she has said is inadequacy. But may I say trust, because me I believe that when you trust somebody, though insecurity is not something that can be totally eradicated like that, but it can be minimized, because we are all human. Because as she said, at one point or the other, you feel insecure because when you find your partner doing something that he or she is not always doing before, so you start feeling insecure. Do you understand? So the reason why I say trust in the first beginning was that when such thing happen, and you just the courage, the trust you have, that you just make it overwhelm you that no, it can be possible. Okay, for example, maybe you're trying to call your partner and he's not picking up calls, something like that. Just like, insecurity sets in. You start developing what? Why? Maybe what? And maybe you've been maybe peer group pressure.
Okay, so people have said
yes,
funny things.
So funny things, and you're like.
But I think that they saw your man outside.
Yeah, yes, I saw you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So now they're like, oh wow, could this be what is happening? Could he or she be with that person? That's why
he's not picking up my call.
Or blah, blah. You understand? Right. So I believe when the trust is deep, you just bring out the courage to trust and let it overwhelm you.
All right, Dolapo. I think I need to come in here. I want to say something. Now, I've met with someone and the person actually told me that, how would I be in a relationship with this girl? And she won't even do something that will actually make me feel like I should do better, I should do more. Like, like no guy is, okay, he was telling me about this day that, every time I've been with her, she has not even told me that one guy, I say, you look sweet, that kind of thing. So, for a guy thinking that way, because he was not saying that, is it that he's blind or that something's wrong with him, maybe he chose the wrong lady, that kind of thing now. So what would you say? What would you say, Stella? Is it healthy to have insecurity in a relationship?
Well, like I said, I didn't deny the fact of insecurity existing in a relationship or the other. Well, when it gets to that, something leads to something. Such situation, the guy is thinking, okay, this girl has never told me someone likes me out there, this, that. Well, I think it's low self-esteem that's really affecting such a guy. Okay. Yeah, low self-esteem, because you feel, this one that nobody has, is it that I don't, like you said, is it that I choose the wrong person, or I don't have a good eye for a good person. So low self-esteem is actually affecting that, right? And if he's not careful, if he doesn't watch it, it will destroy that relationship.
Wow. What do you have to say, Dolapo? I mean, you're a guy now. Tell me. No, what I'm trying to say that is insecurity really healthy, needful in a relationship. Well, like you said, it shouldn't be at the maximum level, like very pronounced for them. Do you feel it's something needed in a relationship?
To be sincere with you, insecurity has destroyed a lot of things, and I think everybody needs to embrace this courage to drive insecurity to an exile. It's not something that is very, very needful in a relationship. Like she said, low self-esteem is part of what guys actually feel. Okay. You understand? Yeah. That low self-esteem kills guys a lot. Okay. Do you understand? Yeah. Even inferiority complex, family background, childhood experience. You understand all those kind of things. There are some things that guys a lot need to work on. You imagine you see, look at it now. There was a day my sister and his fiancé, let me call it like that, but they are no more. But you understand, I went to visit them. You understand, they were still a student then. You imagine that the student around them was like, wow, this girl is beautiful. Esa, you did not want this girl. You can imagine that kind of talk. People around, that is what I call
their influence.
Having their influence also on it. So insecurity, there's no way one on other it will set in. But like she said, you need to fight it. Okay. You need to fight it. A guy, I think guys are the major victim when it comes to insecurity, and that is the truth.
All right. Okay, before we go further, Please, viewers, do not forget to drop in your comments on our social media platform on Facebook, the Media House, on Instagram and Twitter. It's Media House NG. Of course, you can visit our website www.mediahouse.com.ng, and you can subscribe on our YouTube channel, Media House. Well, let's go for a short break and we'll be right back.
You know I'm never wrong. Why disagree? Why disagree? Well, you gotta know how to treat me like a lady, even when I'm acting crazy. Tell me everything's alright. Alright. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only all my life.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, of course, this is the program you love to listen to. I'm talking about Straight Talk, and I still remain your host on the program, TYA. Yes, I still have some beautiful people in the house. I'm talking about Dolapo and Stella, and we are talking about insecurity in a relationship. Well, I told you guys that it's something we can easily relate with. I'm sure it might be happening to you out there, but of course, we are talking about it, and we are talking about how we can use it to make a fruitful and productive relationship. Dolapo, now we've talked about lack of trust, inadequate self-esteem, and all of that, and saying that of course there's a need for it in one way or the other, but at a minute level. Now, my question is, how then do you now handle insecurity in a relationship?
Well, I think that's a great question, because every problem has
So,
definitely
a solution.
Yes, so insecurity can be handled in a way, but let's say number one, avoid bringing third parties to your relationship. I mean, if you're going to bring third parties to your relationship, know the kind of third parties you are inviting to your relationship. Even as a guy, I don't even think it is proper for you to start inviting third parties to
No, but I think some guys just love to, like, now you've gotten a very beautiful babe now. You want to what I'm trying to say. You like to, like, show the girl to your
yes.
girl.
That is nice to an extent.
Alright.
You understand? When you start showing your babe that, okay, this is what, and I want us to know this. It's even depend on the kind of relationship you want to build. That is when you start showing up your babe.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because if you want to build a good and healthy relationship, you should know the kind of person you are going to be showing your babe to. Because this your babe you want to be showing about, you don't even know the number of people that even want that babe.
Wow.
Yes, let me just say that I even want that babe. So, and you start showing it to the wrong person, they were like telling you something
Bad about
that will make, and you understand, apart from that, a lot of things happen outside there. You understand?
Alright.
If you ask each and everyone that they should state their experience, many people will talk. Do
Wow.
you understand?
Yeah.
So I think inviting wrong third parties, and then do you what I call inferiority complex. Guys, we should run away from inferiority complex. Don't say that this girl or this babe is bigger than me, or this thing is. Don't listen to what people say. Peer group pressure. Don't listen to it. Avoid all those kind of things.
Okay.
And so people also look at their family background also. It doesn't matter that your parent has passed through something, you too will pass through it. No, I think we should just stand up and say no. You don't want this. Trust your babe, no matter what.
All right. Stella, do you share a similar view with him?
Yeah, I quite agree with what he said. All he said, I agree with that. But I'm going to be adding some to what he has said to make up the pack, or let me call it the pack. Yeah, I think another thing you need is to build a trust.
Okay.
For a relationship to last, for that inferiority complex to be kicked out of the door, you need to build trust. when you trust who you are going into a relationship with, no hearsay will make you want to break your relationship. You kind of, to an extent, you know what he or she can do. You compare with whatever you are hearing outside there. Then another thing, learn to build your self-esteem. Aside relationship, it helps in the general life. If you have high self-esteem, if your self-esteem is built, is well nourished, you won't have problems, even with relationships. You excel in everything you find yourself doing. Yes, because that excuse of saying, oh, this guy is just too much for me, this girl is just way out of my league, she's a big babe, I don't think I have the money or the resource to take care of her. That issue won't come up there, because you are confident of whom you are. You might not have it right now, but you know where you are going to. You know that yes, you are on a journey to somewhere. You have that confidence in yourself. It helps a lot.
All right. Now for a lady who is already in a relationship and is having this issue of insecurity, I don't know if let me just add this. I think now such party having such insecurity issue. Don't you think that I think it's because the person has not really engaged himself or herself into something that would actually take much of their time? I don't know if that works.
Even if you are busy, there are some people that are way busy in work or doing something, but that insecurity when it comes to relationship is still there. So you can't just say because you are not busy, that's why you are being insecure.
Oh,
No,
right.
that is not a cause. It's far way more than that.
Okay.
It's way more than that.
Dr. Kodri.
Surely, I totally agree with that. You can't say, though we've analyzed different type of insecurity, causes of insecurity here, but when you want to bring time related to insecurity, I don't think that is the way. You can be busy 24 hours and insecurity will still spoil your relationship. It doesn't matter. So I think insecurity is a whole lot of subject on its own, and it has to be dealt with in a relationship. So time with insecurity.
Well, you guys have said it all. It's really nice to have you in the house. I hope we can do it some other time, next time on
Sure,
the program. Well, viewers, you've heard it all. You've heard it all. You've heard how to handle insecurity in your relationship. Man, I think I really love this part. I mean, I once had an experience like that, but anyway, that's for another time. All right, let's do it again next time on the program Straight Talk. Remember, next time we meet, I want to hear something nice about you. Still be good in your community. Bye.
Bye.